unfortunately, I'm married to someone that has eaten the same thing for the last 25 years. Since I've met her, Victoria, she only eats, grilled fish, steamed vegetables. She'll very rarely deviate away from there. Yeah. The only time that she's ever probably shared something that's been on my plate was actually when she was pregnant with Harper.
Do you remember what
and
it was?
And it was the most amazing thing. It was one of my favourite evenings. I can't remember what it was, but I know that she's not eaten it since.
Oh Lord, give me strength. Today, I'm attempting to eat like Victoria Beckham. All right, so where do I even attempt to begin? So about a year ago, I did a video unpacking Victoria Beckham's very extreme diet. And that's not even just like my interpretation, like those are pretty much her words, as she once told Huffington Post that I'm quite extreme in anything I do, whether it's eating or working out or drinking or not drinking. Yikes. So today I'm going to be using Victoria Beckham's alleged diet as told by some primary and some secondary sources, and I'm going to be building it out Abbey style to turn them into hunger crushing combos that are satiating and satisfying and that I actually want to eat. A reminder that this is just what I ate today on a random day. It's not meant to be duplicated, not my diet, and also not Victoria's original diet. I refuse to even follow Victoria's alleged diet to a T because that would not satisfy my own unique needs. Also, I will be discussing restrictive eating patterns, so please feel free to skip this video if it's not supportive to your journey. But if you are not already subscribed here, hit that subscribe button and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Abby's Kitchen. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so according to Hello Magazine, Victoria avoids tea and coffee in the morning and instead has 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar on an empty stomach, followed by some warm lemon water. Of course she does. Abby, can you please just quickly go over this again? Trust me, I am over it too. So I don't really know Victoria's rationale for the vinegar, but there are a lot of influencers citing a number of alleged benefits that we really should unpack. Number 1 is that it causes weight loss. One small study found that consuming vinegar with a meal increased satiety and caused participants to eat about 250 less calories in a day, but other research suggests that the main reason for this is simply that it makes you feel so nauseous that you don't want to eat that much. At the end of the day, it's really unlikely to make any kind of significant impact on weight without a calorie deficit. Number 2 is for blood sugar management. Now, vinegar does seem to have a blood glucose lowering effect, possibly because it's thought to delay gastric emptying, so it may be beneficial for folks with insulin resistance, PCOS, or diabetes. And third is that it can help to reduce bloating. So this one is really dependent on the cause of bloating. If you legitimately have low stomach acid, which is estimated in about 20% of Americans, then theoretically drinking some acid might help. But otherwise, if not, we have evidence that it may delay gastric emptying, like I mentioned, so it could potentially even worsen bloating in a lot of folks. Drinking vinegar is also not without its risks. Dentists consistently warn patients about the damage to tooth enamel and also about the worsening of existing gastritis. So yeah, I have the most sensitive teeth of life that would literally ruin my day. You know what else would probably ruin my day? Not having coffee. So not surprisingly, I'm gonna have my coffee and some regular water. All right, so for breakfast, Victoria apparently either has her green monster smoothie or avocado toast on Ezekiel bread. Both super nutritious options. It says the smoothie apparently has apples, kiwi, lemon, spinach, broccoli, chia seeds, and coconut water. So we're getting some fiber, we're getting some healthy fats, and maybe a little bit of protein in there as well. And the avocado toast, of course, has fiber or healthy fats, and also a little bit of protein thanks to the choice of bread. Ezekiel bread is considered one of the more nutrient-dense options on the market right now, thanks to its use of sprouted grains. Sprouting reduces the grain's anti-nutrients and gluten while increasing vitamin synthesis, which also improves nutrient availability and digestion. One slice has 4 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 15 grams of carbs, and no added sugar or preservatives. So it does make sense that the clean eating queen chooses this brand. So I really like Ezekiel bread, but like one slice would definitely not be enough for me. I couldn't even find the same brand as hers. This one is more substantial size per piece. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely need 2. I also feel like I'd want the smoothie and the toast. And even with both those things, I might wanna bump up the protein a little bit as well. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. This is what we call a Kinder apple. The kids take 1 bite and then leave it to rot. So we're gonna use that in our smoothie today. I do not know her ratios. I'm just going to add what I had in the house. Spinach, some steamed broccoli, chia, okay, I'm gonna add some hemp hearts for some extra protein. And she uses coconut water, so guess we're trying that. All right, let's give her a go. Not sure if I'm excited about this. Let's just try a little something first. It's a little chunky. It's a little farty. I feel like it needs some banana or something sweet. Let's do that. We're gonna try to salvage this because you guys know I hate wasting food, but this might get wasted. Plus, I feel like it definitely needs some more carbs. 2 bananas will do. Just had to give one last fart in my face to just release the aromas.
Looks like Shrek's poop.
It does look like Shrek's poop. Looks like a Halloween recipe that you would make for your kids, just like, you know, because you found it on Pinterest, but no one actually eats it. You know what's much better? The chia seeds are a little aggressive in the texture, but I will say the banana, she turned this around. Avocado toast, I can do. So we're just gonna kick this off as usual. Avocado. I hate when they cheat you like that. Also, I am unsure if I'm allergic to chia seeds, but I'm experiencing a lot of tingling in my mouth. Can somebody tell me if that's normal or not? Because I don't think I usually feel this when I have chia.
My spider sense is tingling. I'm being watched.
Weird. Okay, so let's just get that in there. This is our healthy fats plus our fiber. My little hack is I'm going to add in some cottage cheese. If you haven't figured it out by now, folks, I love cottage cheese. I put it in a lot of things because it's such an easy source of protein and it's got a very neutral flavor. Yes, you can puree this and make it more beautiful, but I already dirtied up my blender. I'm not dirtying up a whole other appliance. Nobody's got time for that. Not Victoria Beckham, not me. Beauty. Just add a little bit of lemon for some flavor. Nice. All right, smear that bad boy down. Got some tomatoes, a little feta on mine for some saltiness. And because I already have my hemp hearts out, obviously, a little sprinkle. I'd say that's a big upgrade from a single slice of toast or a fucking nasty fart smoothie. All right, let's do a little recap. We got fiber in our fruit, our bread, plus in our avocado. Lots of healthy fats in the hemp hearts, in the avocado and the chia seeds, plus some protein in the cottage cheese, the chia, and the hemp. I'm excited to dig in. She good. Okay, so according to Victoria's interview with The Times, she apparently works out at least twice a day, every day, for at least 2 hours a day. I read that she does like an hour of running followed by an hour of strength training, but your girl doesn't run because hashtag motherhood, hashtag prolapse, hashtag I cannot run without peeing my pants. Nor do I have 2 hours to work out today. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a quick little walk on an incline and maybe like a full body workout and call it a day. All right, let's talk lunch. So according to multiple sources, including her own husband, Victoria's diet basically consists mainly of vegetables, fish, and a ton of avocados and nuts. In 2019, she told The Telegraph that she consumes 3 to 4 avocados a day to keep her skin glowing. That's a lot of avocados. Hey, the woman is a goddess, so I get the temptation to want to eat 4 avocados in a day if Posh says that's what makes her glow. And it is true that avocados are rich in antioxidants like vitamin C and E, which has been shown to play an important role in preventing skin damage, along with monounsaturated fats to improve skin elasticity. But eating literally half of your total caloric needs for the day in avocados displaces a lot of other important foods and nutrients like protein, for example. Hence why both of her breakfast options were pretty low in protein as is. I like avocados, but I would never want to eat like 4 of them in a day. So we're gonna compromise here. I'll add a bit of avocado to my salad, but I'm also gonna amp this up like tenfold because yeah, one shouldn't have to live off vegetables and fish alone. Let's make a balanced salad. So Posh usually just eats straight up veg, but I need some carb action going on. So I've got some pre-cooked Israeli couscous here that I've toasted and batch prepped. Throw some of that in. We got our greens, which I know she's a fan of. These ones we actually grew. I had some beautiful purple cabbage. We'll throw that in there as well for some color. I feel like an apple always goes well in a nice fall salad. We obviously just went apple picking like every other basic bitch in Canada, so we got a ton of apples to go through. So they gotta go in everything we eat. I love raw fennel. It's got a really nice licoricey flavor and like an amazing crunch. I think it's one of the most underrated vegetables in the vegetable kingdom. All right, our nod to our avocado queen. She apparently likes nuts too, so we're gonna throw some pistachios into the mix. I don't think she eats cheese, but I do, and I like a lot of cheese, so I need some cheese on my salad. A little feta action. And I've cooked some salmon here, so of course that can go down. Delish. And we need some dressing. Now, according to Victoria,
I'm a very fussy eater. I like things to be cooked in a very simple way. I don't like oils and butters and sauces. But you guys are always so accommodating and always cook the food exactly how I like it. Very simple, very clean, incredibly fresh, and just perfect. And then, you know, I love some steamed vegetables on the side, some balsamic vinegar, and then to season myself.
Why are you filming this? Don't film my struggles. Oh man, how am I gonna get that lid back on? All right. New making dressing is so complicated. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna add oil. I don't need to be taken back to like my anti-oil days of my eating disorder because my sensitive teeth cannot just handle drinking straight up vinegar on my greens. So we're gonna make a simple vinaigrette. A little olive oil, little balsamic. Oh, this is good stuff too. I'm not measuring. Some mustard, salt and peps. Let's do a recap. We got carbs in our Israeli couscous, plus of course our fruit in here. Lots of fiber in the avocado, the fruit, the greens, all the veg. Tons of protein and healthy fats in our salmon. More healthy fats in our nuts, our olive oil, and our avocado. I don't know about you, but this is a huge upgrade from just steamed vegetables and fish. This is gonna be the most unposh salad bite you'll ever see. But it's good. All right, let's talk dinner. So again, David's being quoted as saying, since I've met her, she's only eaten grilled fish, steamed vegetables, rarely deviating away from there. Listen, I love fish. I think it's a great nutritious source of protein and healthy fats if we're talking about fish like salmon. But at the end of the day, variety is the spice of life. Wasn't that like lesson number 1 in Spice Girl school? But aside from just like straight up boredom, there are a lot of potential risks of consuming an excessive amount of the exact same foods every single day. Not only does eating basically only fish as a source of protein edge out other nutrient-dense foods with a variety of health benefits, but it also puts one at a higher risk of mercury poisoning. One study found that folks with the highest intakes of fish, including salmon and tuna, were more likely to have high mercury levels in their blood. So how much is too much? Well, my colleague Eric Williamson and I had to do some serious number crunching, but ultimately it does depend on the type of fish that you're eating. The reference dose for safe intake is 0.1 micrograms per kilogram of body weight per day. So for someone around Victoria's size, that's around 38 micrograms per week. If we take a very conservative estimate at the high end of all of the low-risk seafood options, that's about 2.2 small 3-ounce servings of fish per week. And if we were to choose salmon, which is one of the lowest mercury options, that still is a maximum of 10 small servings of salmon per week. So if we're consuming fish twice a day because it's our only protein source, you can see that we would be well over the safe amount every week. And mercury poison is no joke, causing anxiety, depression, numbness, tremors, memory problems, and potentially even more devastating effects. So yeah, I'm gonna switch things up entirely. I'm not gonna do fish for good reason. I'm gonna do chicken, I'm gonna stir fry some veg, I'm gonna add some spices because I like my food flavored with things other than just straight up vinegar. And we're gonna do a simple little taco night. Let's do it. A little bit of olive oil. I've got onion and bell pepper. A nice mélange of colors. I got some taco seasoning. Do I think that Posh Spice would consume this? No, but I'm a mama too. I don't have time to make taco seasoning from scratch, okay? I'm like the real spice girl because I use actual spices, even if I get them out of a packet. All right, I'm gonna add in some basic chopped up rotisserie chicken, some black beans, a good passeroni, maybe a little more seasoning. I'm supposed to add water? I never did that. All right, let's build some tacos. Let's do a recap. We got fiber-rich carbs in our tortillas, plus lots of veg. We've got more healthy fats and fiber in the avocado, plus lots of protein in our black beans and our chicken. It's not fish and steamed vegetables, but I'm really happy about that. All right, so what can we take away from Victoria's day of eating? Well, I'd say with my little tweaks in there, it actually turned out pretty okay. Obviously, had I followed Victoria's diet to a T, I would be in Meltdown City right now, like balls deep in a family-sized bag of chips. And speaking of chips, I think I want some chips. But instead, I'm just gonna have a portion that I feel will satisfy me. Now, I think it's important to share that whenever Victoria is interviewed about her diet, she ends up saying something like this.
And the way that I eat, I'm very, very disciplined. I work out a lot and I eat very, very healthily. That's just who I am, and that's just, I'm not the most exciting eater.
And of course, the media is always so quick to compliment and praise her for her commitment to health. But conflating being healthy with your identity is really the backbone of eating disorders like orthorexia. So I'm really not okay with making healthiness some kind of flex. Of course, we all want to be healthy, and engaging in health promoting behaviors is obviously very important, but not when it becomes the crux of who you are. Because yeah, I was that girl and I was very, very sick. So I really think we need to stop glamorizing that kind of life. And on that note, that's all that I have for you guys today. If you like this video, be sure to give it the thumbs up, leave me a comment below on who or what you'd like to see me review or try out next, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time on Abby's Kitchen. Bye!